A Ukrainian prisoner of war tells how he was taken from home and driven straight to the front line without medical examination. He said, as I quote, "They brought a draft notice to me. They threw me in the car and took me away. I passed through a medical examination, however, I was not present at it. They took me straight to the 17th, says Artyom. Things were bad there. Everyone's morale was low. No one wants to fight. Everyone is sick. There are a lot of invalids, lots of casualties, lots of wounded. There are a lot of missing in action too. Provisioning is bad." According to the prisoner of war, volunteer and humanitarian aid does not reach the front line. It remains somewhere where the commanders are, whom the servicemen have not even seen in person. Artyom Slabchenko was captured when Russian servicemen assault AFU positions. "Ours did not replace us, so we stayed for 3 days more. An assault began. No. First they threw VOG grenades at us, and a sniper started shooting. Then they assaulted our foxhole. We got 3 grenades, 1 VOG inside. 2 of us were injured. I decided to surrender as a prisoner. I see no point in continuing this war, as it has already been lost," said the serviceman. The POW notes the human attitude from the Russian servicemen.
Ваши забрали, привезли сюда, в принципе. Отношение было человеческое. Покормили, дали покурить. Помылся. Не вижу смысла продолжать эту войну, так как она уже проиграна.
Paratroopers from Tula use M-B howitzer to wipe out a Ukrainian self-propelled gun near Soledar. During the counter-battery fight, the paratroopers fired a series of shots from a distance of more than 12 kilometers at the forest plantation, where a Western-made self-propelled gun was hidden. Drone crew of reconnaissance units adjusted the fire. The enemy's self-propelled gun was neutralized as a result of the strikes. In the Kherson region, Russian paratroopers eliminate 2 radars and mobile communications station of the armed forces of Ukraine on right bank of Dnieper River. The ST-68 and P-18 radars, as well as the Ukrainian Armed Forces mobile communications station, were disabled by direct hits of Lancet loitering munitions. Su-34 fighter bomber annihilates cluster of enemy manpower in Kupiansk direction. The pilots bombed the positions with high-explosive bombs using a universal planning and correction module without entering a killing zone of the AFU air defense systems. A cluster of enemy manpower was neutralized. Black Sea Fleet ships trained countering unmanned aerial vehicles and uncrewed surface vehicles. In the first stage of the drill, a small anti-submarine vessel practiced what to do if they detected a hostile drone in the sky over the mooring area of civil vessels in front of the entrance to the Kirk-Yenikale Canal. The UAV hit with the ship-based OSA anti-aircraft missile system. The second stage involved actions to destroy the enemy's uncrewed surface vehicles using artillery fire and an anti-submarine rocket launcher. To enhance the training of the ship's personnel, artillery fire and bombing attacks were conducted at night. After the combat exercises, the ships of the Black Sea Fleet continued to patrol the Black Sea and the routes of intensive commercial shipping. Mobile groups of air defense units cover tank crews in South Donetsk direction. Anti-aircraft crews of the Vostok group of forces effectively counter enemy reconnaissance and attack drones with the help of Verba manpads and firepower installed on MTLBs. But the main problem on the line of contact is stealthy reconnaissance drones. To counter them, Russian servicemen use PARS-NU anti-drone guns. The anti-drone gun creates radio interference, causing the operator to lose communication with the drone, resulting in a loss of control. Mobile groups are primarily tasked with protecting tanks while marching and while deployed. That is why air defense crews are always nearby. They reliably control the skies above Russian troops. Mortar crews neutralized 2 Ukrainian infantry groups on approaches to Russian positions on left bank of Dnieper River. According to the mortar crew commander with the call sign Vesker, At night, there were two groups of enemy infantry of 11 and 15 people. The Russian crews hit them as quickly as possible. The enemy failed to approach the Russian troops' lines. Well-coordinated work of the reconnaissance units and the Podnos mortar crew commanded by Vesker prevented the AFU infantry from landing. The enemy's manpower was neutralized. Tank crews of Zapad group of forces razed to the ground AFU positions in Kupiansk direction. The T-80 BVM tanks successfully hit targets located at a considerable distance and out of line of sight. Tank crews often employ firing from closed firing positions. This time, using the location data obtained with the help of drones, Russian tank crews neutralized artillery and an observation post of the armed forces of Ukraine. 3 out of 3. Paratroopers from Ivanovo destroy AFU reconnaissance drones in Artyomovsk direction. Airborne air defense units are constantly on combat alert duty, protecting the Russian troops from enemy air attacks and reconnaissance weapons. Anti-aircraft paratroopers destroyed 3 reconnaissance drones of the armed forces of Ukraine with 3 launches of missiles from Verba Manpads and Strela 10 air defense systems, Fly-Eye, Leleka 100, and Furia. Hundreds of drones belonging to Ukrainian troops were shot down by the winged infantry during the entire period of the special military operation. Last week alone, one of the Ivanovo paratroopers' air defense crews shot down about 10 Ukrainian reconnaissance drones in the sky above Russian positions. That's all for this video. Tell me your thoughts in the comment below.